Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English Flow channel, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Emily.
Hello, everyone. I'm Henry. How are you today, Emily?
I am very good today, thank you. I just finished a really productive morning. I feel very accomplished. And you, Henry?
I am good. I had an interesting morning, actually. I met someone new at a coffee shop today.
Oh, really? Tell me.
Yes, I sat down next to a man and we started talking, very friendly. And then he asked me, "So, what do you do?"
Ah, the classic question.
Yes, and I answered. But then he asked more questions. What exactly does your job involve? Do you enjoy it? What are the best and worst parts? And I struggled a little.
You found it hard to describe your job in detail.
Yes, I know the basic words, but when it comes to really explaining what I do, what my work is like, I got stuck.
And that, Henry, is exactly what today's lesson is about.
Really?
Yes, today we are going to learn how to talk about our jobs in English. Not just the job title, but everything. What you do, where you work, what you enjoy, what is challenging, all of it.
I really need this lesson.
I know you do.
But first, we have a small request. If you like our podcast, please click the like button
And please subscribe to Mr. English Flow.
and share this episode with a friend who wants to improve their English for work.
Thank you so much. It helps us a lot. We love our listeners. Okay, let's talk about jobs. Okay, Henry, let's start with the basics. What do you do for work?
I work as a content creator. I make videos and podcasts about English.
Perfect. That is a great answer. Now, let's look at the most natural ways to answer this question in English.
Okay.
The most common question is, what do you do? Or sometimes, what do you do for work? Or what do you do for a living?
For a living. What does that mean?
For a living means, how do you earn money? How do you support yourself? What do you do for a living means, what is your job?
Oh, so for a living is about earning money.
Yes, and the most natural ways to answer are, I work as a, I am a, I work for a company called, or I work in the field of.
Let me try. I work as a content creator. I am a podcaster. I work for Mr. English Flow. I work in the field of education.
All four. Perfect. Now, what is the difference between I work as and I am?
Is there a difference?
Very small. I am a teacher sounds like it is part of your identity, who you are. I work as a teacher sounds more like what you do, what you currently do for work.
So I am is more personal and I work as is more professional.
Exactly. Both are correct, but the feeling is slightly different.
Interesting. And I work in?
I work in describes the general field or industry. I work in education. I work in technology. I work in healthcare. I work in finance.
Oh, so I can say I work in media without naming my exact job.
Exactly. Very useful when you want to give a general answer.
And I work for?
I work for names the company or organization. I work for Google. I work for a small startup. I work for a hospital. I work for myself.
I work for myself?
Yes, if you are self-employed, if you have your own business, you say, I work for myself, or I am self-employed, or I run my own business.
Oh, that is very useful. Many people work for themselves today.
Yes, freelancers, entrepreneurs, small business owners, all self-employed.
Freelancer. What is that exactly?
A freelancer is someone who works independently. They are not employed by one company. They work for different clients on different projects. I am a freelance writer. I am a freelance designer. Very common today.
I see. So, there are many ways to describe how you work, not just what you do.
Exactly. The what and the how are both important. Okay, Henry, now let's go deeper. Beyond just the job title, how do you describe what your job actually involves?
What it involves. Like, what I actually do every day?
Yes, because when someone asks, "What do you do?" they often want more than just a title. They want to understand your work, your daily life, your responsibilities.
Responsibilities. What does that mean?
Responsibilities are the things you are in charge of, the things that are your job to do. My main responsibility is to manage the social media accounts. One of my responsibilities is to train new team members.
Oh, so responsibilities are my tasks, my duties.
Yes, duties is another good word. My duties include answering emails and organizing meetings.
Let me try describing my job. My main responsibility is to create English learning content. My duties include writing scripts, recording podcasts, and editing videos.
Excellent, Henry. Very professional and very clear.
What other phrases can I use?
My job involves. I am responsible for. I spend most of my time. On a typical day, my main role is to.
Let me practice. My job involves teaching English through conversations. I am responsible for making lessons enjoyable and easy to understand. I spend most of my time recording and writing. On a typical day, I plan new topics and record new episodes. My main role is to help people feel confident in English.
That was beautiful, Henry. Completely natural, completely clear.
Thank you.
And now, some useful work vocabulary. Do you work full-time or part-time?
I work full-time. What is the difference?
Full-time means you work the standard number of hours, usually around 40 hours per week. Part-time means you work fewer hours, maybe 20 hours, maybe less.
And what about shift work?
Shift work means you work at different times, not always the same hours. I work the morning shift. She works the night shift. Very common for nurses, doctors, factory workers, security guards.
And remote work?
Remote work means you work from home or from anywhere, not in an office. I work remotely. I work from home. Very popular now.
I work remotely. I record from my home studio.
Perfect. And one more. I work on site. This means you go to a specific location, an office, a factory, a hospital. You are physically present at the workplace.
On site. In person. At the actual location.
Yes, and many people now have a hybrid arrangement. Some days at the office, some days at home.
Hybrid. Half and half.
Exactly.
Emily, now I want to ask you something personal.
Of course.
What do you love about your job?
Oh, I love this question. What I love most is the moment when a learner says, "I finally understood something I struggled with for years." That moment, when something clicks for someone, gives me the most incredible feeling.
That sounds amazing.
It is, and I love the creativity. Every lesson is different. Every topic is new. I am constantly learning too, about language, about people, about the world. It never gets boring.
And is there anything you find challenging?
Yes, the hardest part is that I cannot always see the results of my work immediately. When a teacher works in a classroom, They can see their students every day. They can see the progress directly. But for me, I put content out into the world, and I often do not know if it is really helping people.
That must feel uncertain sometimes.
Sometimes, yes, but then a comment comes from someone somewhere in the world saying, "This lesson changed everything for me," and that makes it all worth it.
That is beautiful. Now, let's look at the phrases Emily used. Henry, repeat after me.
What I love most about my job is... The most rewarding part is... I find it very fulfilling when... The best part of my work is...
And for the challenging parts?
The most challenging part is... I sometimes find it difficult to... One thing I struggle with is... The hardest part of my job is...
Let me practice with my own job. What I love most about my job is helping people feel confident in English. The most rewarding part is when a listener tells us our podcast helped them. I find it very fulfilling when people say they enjoy our conversations.
Perfect.
And the challenging part? The most challenging part of my job is recording when I am tired. I sometimes find it difficult to sound energetic on hard days. The hardest part is making every episode feel fresh and new.
Excellent. Very honest and very natural.
Very honest indeed.
Okay, now let's put everything together. I'm going to ask Henry a series of questions about his job. And Henry, answer as naturally as you can, using all the phrases we learned today.
Okay, I am ready.
Henry, what do you do for a living?
I work as a content creator and English podcast host. I work for Mr. English Flow, which is an English learning channel on YouTube. I am also self-employed, so I work for myself.
And what does your job involve exactly?
My job involves creating English learning content for beginners around the world. I am responsible for writing scripts, recording podcast episodes, and working with Emily to make our lessons as clear and as enjoyable as possible. On a typical day, I spend my morning planning new topics and my afternoon recording.
Do you work full-time or part-time?
I work full-time, and I work remotely from my home studio. I do not go to an office. Everything is done from home.
And what do you love most about your job?
What I love most is the connection with our listeners. People from every country in the world listen to our podcast. And when someone tells us that our episodes help them, that is the most fulfilling feeling. I also love the creativity. Every episode is a new challenge, a new topic, a new conversation.
And is there anything you find challenging?
The most challenging part is staying motivated every single day. When you work for yourself, there is no boss telling you what to do, no schedule forcing you to start. You have to motivate yourself. That takes real discipline. But I genuinely love what I do, so most days, that motivation comes naturally.
That was absolutely wonderful, Henry. Perfect English. Natural, confident, clear.
Really? It felt natural this time.
Because you had the right vocabulary, the right phrases, and you used them in a real conversation. That is the key. Learning phrases and then using them in real conversation, that is how English becomes natural.
Learn the phrases, then use them in conversation.
Always. And now, everyone listening, I want you to try the same. Answer these questions out loud, right now. Pause the podcast if you need to.
What do you do for a living?
What does your job involve?
Do you work full-time or part-time?
What do you love most about your job?
And what do you find most challenging?
Say your answers out loud, in English, right now. Because that is how you learn to talk about your job in English. Not by reading about it, by saying it, out loud, in real sentences, starting today.
Okay, let me say the vocabulary we learned today.
Yes, review time!
For a living. How you earn money. How you support yourself. What do you do for a living?
Perfect. Next.
Self-employed. Working for yourself. Not employed by a company. I am self-employed. I run my own business.
Very good. Next.
Freelancer. Someone who works independently for different clients on different projects. She is a freelance photographer.
Excellent. Next.
Responsibilities. The things that are your job to do. The things you are in charge of. My main responsibility is to manage the team.
Perfect. Next.
Remote work. Working from home or from anywhere, not in an office. I work remotely from my home studio.
Very good. Next.
Fulfilling. Giving you a deep sense of satisfaction and meaning. Teaching English is the most fulfilling work I have ever done.
And one more.
Hybrid. A mix of two things. Working some days in the office and some days from home. I have a hybrid arrangement. 3 days at the office and 2 days at home.
Perfect, Henry. Every single word. Well done.
I have a very good teacher.
Well, that is all the time we have for today.
That was so useful, Emily. I feel much more confident talking about my job in English now.
Good, because you should be confident. You have so much to share about your work.
And thank you to everyone listening today.
Yes, thank you all so much. We really appreciate every single one of you.
Please subscribe to Mr. English Flow if you have not already.
And give this episode a like. It really helps us so much.
And share it with a friend who wants to talk about their job in English more confidently.
And our question for today?
Yes. Tell us in the comments below. What do you do for a living? Describe your job in English, using the phrases from today's lesson.
We read every single comment, and we would love to hear about your work.
And remember, I work as, my job involves, what I love most is, the most challenging part is.
Use these phrases today, in real conversation, out loud.
See you next time.
Bye-bye. Keep practicing.